What happens when the world's strongest hydraulic press faces the indestructible heavy-duty spring that never deforms under any pressure? Which one will win the contest? The top steel plate of this hydraulic press alone weighs 10 tons. The hydraulic cylinder at its bottom can generate 300 tons of pressure. If you drive a car into this hydraulic press, only 3 operations pressing, squeezing and pushing are needed to render the car totally unusable. If construction H-beams are put into the hydraulic press, this steel material designed to support high-rise buildings will end up severely deformed after being pressed. The whole procedure only takes 30 seconds. It can crush 6 oil drums into solid cubes. On the other side, the spring craftsman insists the springs he produces are the strongest on the market. Even the protective springs fixed on the top of Tokyo Skytree, Japan's tallest tower, used to safeguard the antenna, were all crafted by him. Just how powerful are the springs he makes? This excavator can grind hard stones into fine debris. An ordinary spring will flatten right away with one light impact. But when you switch to his custom spring, no matter how fiercely the excavator hits it, it can always bounce back to its original shape without a 1 centimeter change in dimension. So it is fearless of any tough challenge. After learning his competitor is a 300-ton hydraulic press, the spring craftsman made this 500-kilogram upgraded Spring Plus. It is built with exclusive specialized metal materials. Workers heat the raw metal material first, then coil it into spring shapes. Extra material gets cut off after cooling. The spring is then reheated inside a 900-degree furnace. A final cooling treatment is carried out afterward. This spring that stands for the craftsman's top craftsmanship is finished. To test its extreme performance, the spring maker even prepared 2 bulldozers for experiments. Under such tremendous squeezing force, the spring received no damage at all. The official competition can now begin. The competition rule is when the hydraulic press runs at full power. If the spring breaks or becomes shorter, the hydraulic press wins. If not, the spring wins the match. Both contestants were full of confidence before the game. The hydraulic press operator could not help laughing out of surprise the moment the spring craftsman walked over carrying the spring. Is this huge object really a spring? But the giant hydraulic machine behind him still brought him a strong sense of security. Accurate, precise measurements were taken before the duel. The spring stands about 98.5 centimeters tall. The head-to-head match officially starts. Under the operator's control, the hydraulic press quickly makes contact with the spring. 300 tons of pressure squishes the spring into a tight cluster instantly. Yet once the spring is fully compressed, the situation of the match takes a complete turn. No matter how hard the hydraulic press keeps pushing down, the spring does not deform in the slightest. When the 2 sides fall into a stalemate, the hydraulic press operator presses a control button. Thick smoke starts to come out of the hydraulic machine. After the hydraulic press lifts and pulls back, the spring still maintains its original complete shape. The hydraulic press operator looks utterly dejected. He could only pin his hope on the machine's massive pressure to compress the spring by just 1 millimeter. That tiny change would be enough for him to claim victory. However, after careful remeasurement, the height of the spring stays 98.5 centimeters. This result proves that the spring is the final winner of this duel.